반짝이는 눈빛 눈이 부셔 매일 날 감싸주는 손길.
Congratulations to Jin Na-young on becoming a mother. A beautiful baby has been born. Jin Na-young held her newborn baby, Little Bean, in her arms and shed tears of joy. With Little Bean, she thought, now that Haedeul Foundation is mine. If I use the baby to win my mother's love, I can inherit substantial wealth and live comfortably. Jin Na-young envisioned a prosperous future as she gazed at her baby. However, an unexpected turn of events soon caused her downfall. Today, I will explain why Jin Na-young's plans led to her ruin because of Little Bean. Kim Mari eagerly anticipated the arrival of her second daughter-in-law, Jin Na-young, and was overjoyed by the birth of her first grandchild. Each morning, she focused solely on her grandchild. Despite knowing that her first daughter-in-law, Jin Soo Ji, was kind and intelligent, Kim Mari gave more attention to Jin Na-young, who was about to provide her with a grandchild. Jin Na-young, feeling envious of Jin Soo Ji, harbored deep desires. I will receive more love than my sister when I gave birth to the baby, and eventually I will take over the Haedeul Foundation, she thought. Jin Na-young waited eagerly for Little Bean's birth. Driven by these selfish motives, when labor pains began, she finally gave birth to Little Bean. Kim Mari sincerely congratulated Jin Na-young and held her hand tightly. Jin Na-young, holding the baby, shed tears of joy. As people around them offered congratulations, she secretly smiled with pride, silently declaring, "Thanks to Little Bean, I can surpass my sister and take over the Haedeul Foundation." Her gaze, however, reflected more greed than maternal affection. Meanwhile, Jin Na-young's husband, Han Yun-sung, was aware of her deceitful past and had decided to divorce her. Yet, Jin Na-young attempted to use the baby as a means to prevent the divorce, arguing, "We should think about our child. How can we divorce over Little Bean?" Despite her attempt to manipulate the situation, Han Yun-sung's heart began to waver upon seeing Little Bean's innocent face. He reconsidered his decision, hoping to reconcile and rebuild their family for Little Bean's sake. However, Han Yun-sung soon felt uneasy one night as she looked at the baby sleeping. He was struck by the odd sensation that the baby didn't resemble him. "Little Bean doesn't look like me, but I can't help but think of someone else," he thought, trying to dismiss this thought. Despite reassurances that the baby was his child, the discomfort persisted. Little Bean really resembles the producer. The eyes and the smile are similar, the colleague said, igniting Han Yun-sung's doubts about Jin Na-young's fidelity. The more Han Yun-sung observed the baby, the more he felt the child did not resemble him. The child's small face, deep eyes, and subtle expression seemed distant from his own features. It became clear to him that Jin Na-young's former producer was Little Bean's biological father. Han Yun-sung's mind was overwhelmed with chaos that night. He couldn't sleep, haunted by thoughts of Jin Na-young's relationship with the producer and the growing suspicion of her deceit. Finally, Han Yun-sung could bear it no longer and decided to confide in Kim Mari. Holding the genetic test result, he approached her, tears in his eyes. "Little Bean is not my child. He is another man's child," he revealed. Initially in disbelief, Kim Mari was eventually confronted with the shocking truth upon reviewing the test result. Overwhelmed, she struggled to grasp the reality that her long-awaited grandchild was not her son's child but another man's. The betrayal shattered her trust and expectation. Kim Mari, consumed by anger and betrayal, decided to take legal action against Jin Na-young. Han Yun-sung to move forward with the divorce and prepared for legal proceedings. In the end, Jin Na-young faced severe consequences. She was left without alimony, and her crimes and lies were exposed in court. The wealth and power she had coveted eluded her, and she ended up in prison, losing everything she had sought.
'Cause you are beautiful.